welcome to the TAS Morning Show. I'm Marin James and here are the latest.
The Ministry of Labour has revealed that in order to obtain licenses to recruit expat workers, some private sector companies in Oman have submitted fake Omanization documents. Around 180 fake Omanization cases were used by several companies to obtain work permits to recruit nearly 660 expatriates. The ministry has urged companies to steer clear of such acts that will negatively impact the economy and requests all citizens of the private sector not to be party to such violations in order to preserve their rights and the rights of others. The night closure of commercial activities in Oman between 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. started last Thursday in accordance with the Supreme Committee's decisions. However, this does not include preventing movement of individuals or vehicles. The Supreme Committee has clearly stated that while commercial activities will be closed during the set period, a curfew or movement ban has not been imposed. This move comes after rising coronavirus cases in the country that have prompted authorities to impose stringent measures, including closing parks and beaches, as well as other public places where crowds are likely to gather. Now let's take a look at the COVID-19 updates from the rest of the GCC. Kuwait has imposed a month-long partial curfew starting today, the 7th of March, from 5 p.m. until 5 a.m. after reporting the highest infections in 24 hours since the outbreak started. Over the past few weeks, Kuwait has been reporting an upward trend in daily COVID-19 cases. Since February this year, Kuwait had reduced opening hours for non-essential retail shops and banned non-citizens from entering the country, but a steep increase in cases in the past week has forced the government to take more stringent measures. Now, Saudi Arabia is set to ease COVID-related restrictions on entertainment and open cinemas, gyms and sports centers starting today, the Ministry of Interior reported. Although the suspension of parties, weddings and corporate meetings held in banquet halls or hotel venues will continue until further notice. Social events are restricted to a maximum of 20 attendees only. In a positive move, the Minister of Health in Saudi Arabia has said that COVID-19 vaccines will soon be available in pharmacies free of cost as part of the kingdom's efforts to expand the ongoing inoculation campaign. Meanwhile, in Qatar, the Ministry of Public Health on Friday announced that those who have received the second dose of COVID-19 vaccine from Qatar can travel out of the country immediately and return without being quarantined, as long as the return date is 14 days after the second dose, irrespective of the destination they have traveled to. The quarantine exemption is valid for a period of 3 months and may be extended in future with the availability of more clinical evidence. However, the exemption does not currently apply to people vaccinated in other countries. Bahrain has become the first nation to authorize Johnson & Johnson's new single-dose coronavirus vaccine for emergency use. The move makes Bahrain's health regulatory authority the first in the world to authorize the vaccine for general use. And in the UAE, over 6 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered. Authorities have been quick to point out that being vaccinated doesn't mean that you cannot catch or spread the infection. It has been stressed that people need to maintain precautionary measures, which includes wearing masks and maintaining a safe distance from others. Now, the Royal Oman Police is exerting efforts to implement the decisions of the Supreme Committee through increased security and traffic patrolling, surveying public places and monitoring individuals to ensure that isolation and social distancing instructions are not breached. Captain Al-Sinan of the Royal Oman Police stated that the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Social Development are coordinating with the ROP to establish a cooperative social environment to curb the spread of coronavirus by tracking offenders through an advanced electronic system. He explained that the ROP had activated the Accident Center to receive violation reports via telephone number 1099 round the clock. And on the blessed occasion of Isra al-Miraj, a public holiday has been declared in the Sultanate of Oman on Thursday, the 11th of March, for both public and private sectors.
Thank you for watching the TAS Morning Show. Follow the Arabian Stories for the latest updates.